Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Vina Amoris playing Elden Ring, etc. You may notice that I am Vina Amoris from the future instead of the present as I tend to be. And that's because I started this particular Elden Ring play halfway through another stream. So there's not really a normal intro to it. And in fact, I start by talking about how I recently used the bathroom. So let's just hop into that now that you have the context. Have a good time. Hey, how's it going? I returned. It was the bathroom. I was using the bathroom. I don't know. I feel like I made it weird. Upon reflection, that could have been normal. It's a pretty normal thing that humans do with their bodies. And I feel like I made it weird. That's on me, and I am sorry for that. Anyway, I'm back. Good to be here. I have decided I am going to switch games. No shade against Metamorphosis. I actually really enjoy it, but I think I've run out of fun things to talk about while I fight that boss. As much as I would love to just keep going up against it, perhaps I'll return another time. So here's my strategy. Here's my plan. I'm going to jump to one of the other games I've been playing on stream, which is Elden Ring. You know, get a little bit of Elden Ring in there. Why not? Have a little fun. Get a little Elden Ring. This one's a double feature. Let me go ahead and capture that screen. Capture specific window, please. Hold on. This might take a second. Elden Ring. There it is. Oh, I forgot I was naked. Isn't that fun? Right, I think after watching the last VOD, I realized I should really up the game audio on this. That's probably a little too loud. I think we'll even out around here. Perfect, perfect. So, here is, hold on. What I want to do today is something a little wild. I want to try my best to bash my head against another wall. I want to... Let's see. I want to attempt to do a skip into Lane-Dell. You can get there without getting any graces, or without getting any, what's it called? Great runes. That's not quite what I'm thinking of, but you can get there without killing any of the Great Rune bosses by doing a little skip, which involves blowing yourself up. So first I need to blow myself up, and then I need to get to the... Oh, Jesus, beans. I need to get to the edges of Lane-Dell so I can blow myself up in the right location. You picking up what I'm putting down here? We're gonna go far together, you and me. So, to blow myself up properly, I need to get to that Erdtree right there. The little one, the mini Erdtree, you know? The little baby guy. And from one game that's all about the trappings of religion to another, am I right? That sheep got it. That sheep understood. That sheep saw the light of understanding of what I was saying. It feels strange to suddenly switch to a 3D place. Okay. Do I even have a summon? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Well, I'm just gonna try this guy. I'm like solid at Erdtree spirits, but I haven't fought one without being extremely buffed all the way to hell and back in a while. Because, oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. They do so much damage. Let's give it another shot. If the guy fully one-shots me with every move, then I should probably level up before I come back and try to take them down. I want to go to the Raya Lucaria at some point, if not just because having the ability to rebirth myself is always nice. Also, I love Raya Lucaria. It's one of my favorite, like, dungeons in the game. Hey, big guy. Woof. Woof, buddy. Oh, right. I need to double heal off of that, because otherwise they will insta-kill me. That was embarrassing. Let's pretend that didn't happen. It's one of those days for me. It's for sure one of those days. It's okay. I'm gonna give it one more good shot, and then I'll sprint off to Lane Dell, I suppose. That's not right. I'll sprint off to Ray Lucaria, which is right over there. Wow, look how pretty it is. It really is. Oh, Bloodflame Blade. Oh, I remember at the end of last time, I was like, I should go get one of those things you can use to cast spells. And then I didn't do that. That's a whoops. It happens. Fun fact for those of you who haven't played Dark Souls 1, or it's just like been long enough that you didn't recognize, this boss is like very much meant to represent, or meant to be a play off of, oh god, that's gonna hit. Off of the Asylum Demon, which is the opening boss. Oh god. These things are always really rough to dodge. Anyway, off the Asylum Demon in Dark Souls 1, who looks very similar except they aren't made of roots, just sort of the same body type, and certain similar moves. Oh god. Yikes. God, that guy is so hollow. I saw into that guy's soul. I think I could see the soul of that guy's foot through that hole. Oh, ooh, and that's a run fail right there. Used a basic attack. Go ahead and add that to the counter. And I deserved that death. Unfortunately, that was deserved. And what's interesting, I think, about the fact that it is a reference to the Asylum Demon is that the Asylum Demon is a warden of a prison that is used to kept hollows, who, I'm not going to get too deep into the lore of Dark Souls, but the prison is used to keep hollows sort of like, who are generally considered to be like bad representations of a curse and a threat to the order of the world, blah, blah, blah. You know how this game gets, this company gets with their games about how there's like a ruling class and the order of the world they've created is actually terrible and evil. So the Asylum Demon being a warden of a prison that's meant to keep the oppressed class stuck inside, a prison, very on the nose, is a representation of that power, right? And so I find it interesting that the Erd Tree Spirit, which is a representation of the Erd Tree, which is the power structure, sort of like the central focal point of the power structure of this game, is a reference to a... Yeah, I already grabbed the key from when I was sprinting around this place before I started the first stream, just for the record. That's why I already have it. So anyway, the point is, I think that is a pretty clear commentary on the negative nature of the Erd Tree. That it is not this incredible positive thing, that it is not, that is in fact a representation of the power of the ruling class, and not a... Not really sure how it's supposed to be represented by the ruling class, I guess, like this almighty, all-powerful being, because we know that the ruling class, both in the Dark Souls games and in this game, were not almighty, and in fact they were taken down. Hey, buddy. I just wanted to say hi and grab whatever items were down here. I don't have any runes, so I can't really make any purchases from ya. Celestial Dew! I'll need that for when I kill all my friends. I could use some Celestial Dew in real life, am I right? You get it. It's because I killed all my friends. Yeah, it was awkward. It's so awkward when you kill all your friends, you know? I turned to the camera, I went, whoops, and the audience laughed. And, like, now that I'm thinking about it, that might not have happened. I might have imagined all of that because I don't think that was very funny, so the audience wouldn't have laughed, right? Like, obviously there's an audience, and obviously killing my friends is something that I would do. But the audience laughing at that, whoops, that's your punchline? Come on now. Oh, hey, look. Chatter is back. Hi, hello. Good to have you back. Apparently they were not able to send messages for a bit there. Yeah, the Twitch app is terrible. They're saying that they needed to restart the app in order to send messages, which makes sense to me because the Twitch app is terrible. As somebody who, before I had two monitors, the first few times I streamed, I had to make sure my stream was working by opening it on my phone. And let me tell you, that sucked. That was truly a terrible time for everybody involved, which was just me, because no one else was watching. You know, I'm just staring at my character's naked, wet body, and I'm having some mixed feelings. I'm not sure. Now, playing naked is definitely not the correct choice. I'll be honest, I don't think this, I don't think, as much as it does fit the theme, I don't think that the talisman that buffs you based off of the lack of armor is really worth it, given how much that was... And that was on purpose, and that was a purposeful, perfect dodge. Oh, run fail. Hello, secret item. Oh, the wet slapping of the feet. Truly terrible. Alright, time to level up. No, I can't. I don't think I've ever been here this early level. I think I mentioned last time, but like the setup with, oh no, with this build is that, as you're about to see, I take a lot of damage. I just do a lot of damage. I'm sort of glass cannon moding. Which, hey, the talisman does fit. It's just also, not good. It fits, it's just bad. So who knows? I might switch it out in a bit. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with this entire room of people. What actually is down here? I don't even remember. For some slight I do not recall. Hey guys. Hey gang. Welcome to welcome. Good to see you all. And it's just a shortcut back. And by shortcut, I kind of mean long cut. I don't know what use that has, but, you know, good to have. Good to have just in case. As if this doesn't immediately go back to a safe location. Now, you may notice I'm sprinting directly through every enemy, which isn't the best strategy in the world in terms of gaining levels. But I don't really want to deal with this graveyard because the enemies are annoying. And I'm afraid I'm going to die. A terrible, horrible death. Hey, any chance? Oh, bad timing. Ah, that closes so much distance. It's such a good Ash. Oop. Hey now. Hey now. One thing, I think the thing that makes the dog so hard to fight is that... is that. That's what makes the dog so hard to fight. No, I think the thing that makes the dog so hard to fight is that they always hit first. And playing a Dex character, there's a part of my brain that assumes I'm going to be able to hit first, and it is one of the major flaws in my gameplay in Elden Ring, for sure. I can have impatience when I am attacking certain enemies, and dogs are certainly one of them. I just have to assume that they will always beat me to the punch no matter what move I'm using. Excuse me, excuse me. You're all caught up underneath my feet. Oh, wow. No thank you. Oh, unfortunate. Quite unfortunate series of events, that one. And that's what I get for running through. To be fair, I greeted after those dogs, so entirely my own fault. I'm like considering... No, I think I'll grab the next Grace, then I'll pick up, hopefully I'll have like a rune by then. I'll pick up something that lets me cast my spell, and then I'll actually fight people from there on. Sound like a good plan? Sound like a good plan. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Much appreciated. I do kind of want to fight the big man over here. Because the big man is fun. But... Hey, buddy. I'm so certain that this dog isn't gonna get me killed. Okay, we're fine. We're safe. Hey, buddy. Hallmark Seal is pretty easy to get. Oh gosh, is that the Beast incantation one? I was thinking of just grabbing the regular one that you can pick up from the Finger Maiden. But I think you're right. I think I just need the one Death Root to do that. Oh wait, I don't have any runes. I actually do need to have runes before I purchase a thing. Alright, let me get... Do I have runes to spend? I've got runes to spend, yeah. I would like to use this spell I picked up. Hey everybody. Hey, speaking of Clawmark Seal. Alright, yeah. I can hunt down a mariner without too much difficulty, I'm sure. Now you should sell me... Yes, oh, only 800, easy. Perf. Gorgeous. Okay, now I'm so goddamn ready to beat up every single human being.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arm.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing, my friend. Downsides of skipping ahead in this game is that you do kind of run into the issue of you don't have any low-level smithing stones. All of them are high-level. That is incorrect. Schoolhouse classroom. Okay, big guy. Gorgeous, gorgeous pause. The catacombs of this game have really trained me to constantly presume that there's going to be an enemy around the corner. Rey Lucaria is not quite that cruel. It's a lot more of a nice location for kind people, until you get to the rooftops at least. Then it is not nice, and it is in fact completely evil. I straight up don't remember what path I'm on right now. I don't know where I'm going. I forgot that this was an option. Yeah, I figured there was an item. Oh, you mean up here? Oh, this is wild. I'm on a journey. That could have gone bad. Huh. The detriment of HP? Intelligence is not that important to me, buddy. Right? I have also never been back there. I did not realize that was an option, to be real with you. I just saw that empty bookshelf and I had no faith that it was not a secret evil secret. Hey, big guy. I also don't remember what's down here. I think I'm kind of going directions for the sake of going directions right now. Okay, I'm gonna test out Blood Flame Blade on the first guy who crosses my path. Which is these guys. Nope, it isn't. I could skip to Volcano Manor, that's very true. And that's tempting. Oh, you're real. Oh, that's a run fail. Oh, right, these guys are so cool. Oh, and there goes my life. Woof. Volcano Manor skip. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I could do that right now, actually. I see no reason why not. I can go get the Volcano Manor skip. I don't think I can fight the boss that you need to do to get to the Altus Plateau, but I can get the shrine. That way I can get to Altus Plateau easily when I need to, which I will have to at some point. And then I'll come back and work towards killing Renala's entire life. And that'll be really great for me. Okay, I'm going to take a more subtle approach this time. Blood Flame Blade. Which one of you is real? None of you. You are real. Love that. Okay. Perfect. Can always rely on that to cover a lot of ground for me. No, I just realized because I've allowed myself backstabs. Can you do your thing? Thank you. If I ever run out of FP, which I am about to do, I am forced to only use backstabs as my form of attack. Ain't that a fun little challenge for me? Some runes, some ashes, very nice. Not bad at all. That'll lead me back, but I'm not going back. If memory serves, I can just drop and I'll be fine. And everything will be fine. That is not what I meant by drop. It's one of those days, you know? Just earlier today, I was dying to an angel, and then I fell from heaven. It simply is not my day. And that's okay. Every day can't be your day, you know? If every day was your day, then there would be no days to celebrate. Is that correct? Alison Greaves mention. Big Alison Greaves fan. Everybody go read When You Fell from Heaven. Great book. Great book series, I should say. Alright, this is gonna be an incredible leap. Up to heaven went away. So, in order to do this, I don't know, in case all of you out there in the universe, the great universe beyond, don't know about this here skip, what you have to do is be killed by this guy. I would like to get whatever items I can get out of here first. Like the cat ring. Or the cat talisman, I should say. Excuse me, buddy. Love the energy. but I've got other things I'm working on. Ooh, that was kind of a bad dodge, but I'll take it. I'm hoping there is... Is there something of worth up there? I surely do not recall. Well, I don't think that's happening anyway. Looks like a lily. I love a lily, but I honestly forget what they're useful for. And I don't expect to be using too many consumables on this build, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright, Virgin, come at me. Oh, damn. You have to specifically be hit by the grab move, so I don't want to die to anything else. Come on, do it. Yeah! Perfect. This game is so full of the strangest things in the universe. I really appreciate it. Just the most random skips and things you can find. Like, why does that teleport you to the Volcano Manor? How does that work? Exactly. Explain. Alright. Time to sprint through lava. I love lava. Volcano Manor is actually one of my favorite areas in the game. I just, like... I vibe with it really hard. I really enjoy the, I enjoy the snake enemies a lot. All of the enemies in this area are pretty good. Woof. Woof. Even the fire does a lot of damage to me. That's how you know it's rough out here. I've decided I'm gonna put on my clothes again. What can I say? Sure. I like surviving at least a little bit. Well, not that much. We've still got to have fashion souls. Oh god. Okay, I thought I had the heavy roll going. You guys gonna come at me? That was a terrible strike. Don't hit me, please. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. Nope. Perfect. Okay. You know, it's really, really an embarrassing time for me. Another down. Oh, stop walking in the lava for all the beauty in the world. Unfortunately, as I have mentioned, there is a flaw. Or as I mentioned, the distance you cover with this skill is really awesome, but it's really bad when you are trying not to cover distance, unfortunately. Being limited to exactly one thing I can do is a bit rough. Perhaps after this journey, I'll try and pick up my next weapon. I don't know if I've got the stats for it, but I can certainly try. Excuse me, everybody. Gotta get out of here like a bat out of hell. Eh, pretty good. Lava, hell, bats. Come on, that pun had it all. Oh god, I'm not gonna get my runes back, am I? I totally got them back! Everybody is so proud of me. Okay, what do we got? Down. Loving it. Deeper into hell. Loving it. Oh god, I thought that was me who died. I was like, I was so surprised. I got stun locked in real life at that. My lord. I should probably be utilizing stealth more. The way I've dealt with, like, going to high-level areas as a low-level character in the past, like, I spent a lot of time in... One of my favorite things to do in this game is to spend a lot of time... You know what? Actually, I'm going to grab the shrine before I deal with anything else. See, now I can die without fear of losing all of my progress. But yes, one of my favorite things to do in this game is to go into what's it called? Halid, at a pretty low level and try to like sneak my way through, because it's a really scary location. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And here we are. Maybe I shouldn't have gone down here. I don't know if I can teleport out of this place. Let's try. Because I don't think I can survive these, what's about to hit me in here. Oh no, I didn't rest at the site of grace. Oh, that's a tragedy and a half. Yikes. Well, these runes are for naught, unfortunately. But I may as well give these guys a try, right? Woof. Yeah, I figured that would be about how that went. I'll take my rest now, thank you very much. Alright. Back to the primary path. One of these days, I'm gonna level up. I swear to all that is holy. Oh no, I just realized I'm approaching the wolf. I don't know if I can handle the wolf either, to be real with you. Maybe I will go, Kaled. Maybe that is my next stop. Oh, okay. Used a basic attack. What a tragedy. Still, I'll get my way through here just because I can get a decent few runes out of a deal. Get that beautiful sneak attack. Oh god. And you know what? This is one of those times where I'm gonna run back and see if I can't lure some people over. Unfortunate. Hold on a second. Okay. Weeping Peninsula. Is this the Weeping... Is it down here? Is that the Weeping Peninsula? I think so. I'm gonna check on something. Yes, it totally is. Okay. I need to get down here because the teleporter trap I'm looking for that I want to access is over here. So I'm going to quickly grab that so that I have accomplished something on this stream and we can all be proud of me because I desperately seek approval. Just in general. In general in life. Stoneswood Key, free, very nice. I'll say hi to everybody's best friend. Quick spoilers. Everybody's soon-to-be dead best friend.
My name is Irina. The servants.
Hi, Irina. I'm a big fan of you. And you're definitely not the person who turns into the Finger Maiden. Yeah, I'll totally deliver it. I'm definitely gonna do this quest line. I promise. I promise.
We can be stubborn.
Guys, I hate to say it. I don't think I'm gonna do this quest line. I am gonna go grab that map, though. Okay, there's a mace in that chest. That I know very specifically for some reason. Excuse me, everybody. I don't recall what this is, and I probably won't use it, but I'll grab it anyway, because I am all sorts of greedy. You know, I'm starting to think that my Twitch streams are basically just me trauma dumping. And I kind of love that for me. I think that that's correct. I think that streaming is for trauma dumping. If I weren't streaming for trauma dumping, I would be like playing Yoshi's Island again. That's not a trauma dump game. That being said, I trauma dumped in that game as well. It's okay. Gay people trauma dump on the first date, and this is a date between you and me. Isn't that beautiful? No, I'm breaking up with you. I'm so sorry. It's just, oh god. It's just that, see, I feel like me as the streamer, I do all the work, and you as the viewer, all you do is view. And that doesn't seem like a healthy power dynamic. And so I think it's probably best for the both of us that we avoid involving romance in our Twitch streams. Now, I'll still be romantically involved in almost every enemy I fight, because, what can I say? I appreciate someone who's trying to kill me. That's sort of my type. My type is risk of death. No fun if there isn't a little bit of risk of death. It seems I've wandered into the madness town. Okay, I need to make my way. Excuse me. Wow, that rat has dodges. That was impressive, rat. Okay. I need to make my way down here because there's a tower, I believe it's this one. Go ahead and place a marker there. Perfect. So we're gonna travel north, and then west, and then south. Now we are heading into Madnessville, which isn't exactly my goal, but I'm hoping there'll be a way around. Around and under and down. Hey guys, you ailing over here? Love that for you. Often it is the case that I am ailing. Concept. Come on Eileen parody, but it's Come on Aileen. And it's about chronic illness. Is that anything? I'm getting a no from everybody right now. That's sort of the vibe I'm getting is a strong no. I'll concept it further. I think that there's something there. Speaking of strong no's, I'm getting the sense that I actually cannot travel downwards from this location. That's okay. I really enjoy Dogwater Lake, as I like to call that. Dogs are just having a cute little, sweet little time, enjoying their dinks, enjoying their oiter. And I love it for them, I really do. I think they're a bunch of little cuties, and I would never do anything to harm them, I promise. But I'm only referring to those dogs. The rest of the dogs, they stand no chance. It's freaking over for every other dog. If I even see a dog, it's on sight, frankly. It's on sight for dogs. Cats are fine. I want to be clear that I'm pro-dog. I don't want to come out anti-dog. I feel like that's a bad look for you know, somebody like me who is trying to establish sort of a presence on the internet. Coming out as anti-dog seems like a bad idea. Secret dungeon? Whoa. Okay, I'm still headed in the right direction. Ooh, I can go get an Estus upgrade. And by Estus, I definitely mean... No, I'm gonna stick with Estus. I used to have a friend who, would make fun of me every time I called flasks Estus or runes souls. And you know what? Elden Ring is just Dark Souls, but bigger, alright? Don't come at me about it. That's objectively untrue. It's actually very different in how the, like, feel of the game is, I think. No, I mean, not exceedingly different, same genre, but notably different. Recognizably similar, notably different. But they're close enough. Just give me this one. Hey, buddy. You wanna fight? Good fight. I believe it is that tower right there that I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure I don't need the item in that one, so I will ignore it. Sometimes a joke pops into my head, and I like really take my time to consider. Jokes usually come to me quick, like when they come. It's just a matter of how long I take to consider if it's worth saying out loud. But the joke that came to my brain then was to look at the turtle, the giant building turtle guy, and to say bell bearing, and that was the whole joke. And I think there is a pun in there somewhere. But I understand my hesitation to commit to that bit in particular. I think that probably it was maybe correct to not say it. And yet here we are. But I wanted to take you through my process as a professional, just in general. I'm a very professional person, you know? I'm sure you can imagine me in an office setting. I'm always saying things like forms, taxes, I meant to do a backstab. I say that a lot in the workplace setting. I know you're gonna... That was a gorgeous dodge. And that was very purposeful. Strafe. Strafe tactics. They'll never see me coming. I guess objectively they do see me. That's the whole reason they're aiming in this particular direction. What the hell? You can't dodge out of my backstab? That's messed up. What are you, a freaking invader? That's kind of shit that always happens to me when people invade. I'm always trying to backstab and they walk casually out of it. And then I look like a damn fool. And I lose attractiveness points. I can see them disappearing in front of my eyes. It's a goddamn tragedy. You can't backstab that guy, turns out. Teleport trap me. Ah, death. My favorite status. Fun fact, death is the status that afflicts the most people in the world. It's true. So, the way you skip into Leyndell is you have to mix your Wondrous Physic, throw the explosion tier into it, leap off this cliff, and then explode just before you hit the ground while doing a dive attack. And all of that in combination makes it so you don't suffer fall damage, and instead your body just sort of hits the floor. Much like that one song by Enya, I think. So that's my strategy. And then we can go into an even higher level area, still at like level sub 20. I think that right there is a perfect idea. However, in the meantime, what is my next step? I just realized I never updated my to-do list. It's still the thing from Metamorphosis. That's okay. You know what I have to do next, which is I am going to try and find the Spelldrake Talisman, because I think that is fairly necessary for getting through this area, this college I want to get through. Oh god, you have to get it from a rune bear? I don't like the sound of that. That sounds horrible. Oh, I could get it from the town of... +1 version from the town of Sorcery. Ooh, another reason to go into Caelid, perhaps? I do love Caelid. Town of Sorcery is a little rough, but I could. And if I can, then I shall, my friends. I don't think I can take down a boss. I think I can take down a town. Plus, I do need to deal with Millicent's quest at some point here, so... worth getting involved, right? Oh wow, I can really just sprint directly here. I didn't even know that. However, I need to knock out a few of these gates before I can get the Spelldrake Talisman. And luckily this is a stealth mission, so it won't be too hard for me... well, it won't be as hard for me to deal with. I love a stealth mission. Oh right, I forgot. This is one of those areas where you kind of have to do horse parkour to get through it, which I appreciate as a horse parkour enthusiast. Much like Poison Swamps, FromSoft insists on including parkour in their video games, much to everyone's dismay. And unlike Poison Swamps, I actually secretly appreciate it. I enjoy a bit of janky parkour. Now, we are coming up on the end of my stream time, and I know I'm so sorry to disappoint you all. But, oh, Staff of Loss. Very nice. But I suppose I'll grab that light right over there. And then I'll sprint on out of here. How does that sound to everybody in the universe? I think that sounds fantastic. And since we're coming up on the end of the stream, that does mean that I have to give my daily life advice, as I always do. God, what's today's advice? Today's advice is that I think it can be hard to... Sorry, my friendly, wonderful chatter just noted that they are not a fan of horse parkour, which is ridiculous. I think that horse parkour is the peak of game design. Alright, today's advice is that sometimes when you are having a day that feels entirely empty, devoid of joy... God, it's tough to give advice about this because this is what I've been struggling with lately, but that's why I'm trying to come up with advice here. I think that you can still find things to appreciate in days like that. You allow yourself to be able to not feel joy, if that makes sense. Because it can often feel... I can often feel guilt-ridden because I'm failing to experience joy, as if that is a moral failing of mine. So I think allowing myself to be sad, to take time to struggle, but also looking for what beauty I can find. Like, even if I can't feel it, saying to myself, hey, this is something that I can appreciate in life. Saying to myself, thank you, or I am happy to have seen this because I know that when I am feeling better, I will be able to enjoy it. Does that make sense? Looking back on it, I will find some joy. There's your advice. Next time, I am going to... God, I don't know. Probably kill all my friends again. It's fun every time, I promise. Alright, bye-bye. Love you.